Hello, and welcome back to this series about Genshin Impact. I'm Spaghetti Cat, and I made a new account yesterday for day one of our new playthrough. And yesterday we made our new account, did some basic story. We got Amber. We did a 10 pull on the standard banner, and we got Noelle, who was our new healer. And we also did a little bit of Milliaster Wonderland and got our mannequin. So we now have a full team. However, the goal today is to do Amber's domain, and then hopefully also Kaya and Lisa. So that's going to be the focus. And hopefully we can get to the point today where we will be able to get our adventure handbook. I'm hoping. We actually need to talk to her, don't we?
This is it. One of the deserted temples of the Four Winds. These temples have been left to waste for years now. The people of Mondstadt almost never come here. There's a chance there's a monster nest or hilitrol camp inside. Even Storm Terror has given up on its own temple. Yes, I also find it hard to accept, but Storm Terror was once one of the Four Winds. Huh? Wait, did you just feel that? The wind here. Something's off. Let's go in and take a look. Be careful. The dragon's power is disturbing this area.
Okay, this temple is pretty straightforward. It's giving you a trial amber to use. And it's all about using the pyro reaction, so. There are plenty of things to burn. It says it's trying to teach you to use elemental sight so you can figure out what to burn. Not really necessary if you've played enough, but here's what it looks like. Can't take this guy out from up here.
Oh no! A horn! The fighting must have got them riled up. Well, good thing I prepared my secret weapon, explosive puppet Buried Bunny.
Oh,
Are those explosive barrels over there?
They sure are.
Well, one shot should be able to blow them up. Go, go, Buried Bunny!
Oh.
dragon's breath. Is that where the power's coming from? Phew, I'm tired. But at least this way we've helped Jean out. In the past, we were at least able to defend the city and keep it safe. This, of course, is mostly thanks to Jean. But now with Storm Terror directly attacking the city itself, the winds change, so too should our tactics. It's what Lisa likes to say. Speaking of which, the 4 winds we were discussing earlier, if you want to learn more about our history, you can ask Lisa. I'm not saying I don't know our history, it's just, I mean, a librarian is supposed to be more knowledgeable than an outrider, right?
Alright, that's Amber's domain finished. It's really easy. Okay, with that done, it doesn't automatically give us the next step in our quest, so I will go to our quest log. And this should help me figure out what to do next. I can either go to meet Kaya at the temple, or meet Lisa at the temple. I'm probably going to do Kaya first. His is closer, so it's just up the road. And if you don't know where you're at, you can always, for the controller, it's a left thumb click to get you back on track. While I'm here, I see that there is a Sealy I can follow. These are always good to follow for a chest. There might be an enemy or two you need to fight, but generally pretty easy.
Is this an answer from this world?
These guys need to get it set on fire. Something you might have just seen pop up is collecting wood. There are a bunch of trees that you can hit with sword users, polearm users, claymore users that give you wood. It's used for crafting later on, but I would not recommend going out of your way to like hit every single tree. You'll eventually get an item that lets you collect wood a lot easier, so don't feel like you need to go up and smack every tree for wood every time. Okay, in my minimap you might notice that there's a waypoint over here. I always say don't get too distracted, but waypoints are super worth going out of your way to get, especially if there's one nearby. That'll let you teleport to them faster later. I will go ahead and get this one, but I'm going to need some stamina to climb up there. Well, I think I went from the wrong side. Might get to stand here. Nope. Just kidding. There we go. Oh, and we get a chest. So now that I'm here, I can see that there are some torches that wants me to light, probably to get that chest, I would assume. I'm gonna go ahead and do that while we're here. Simple task for a simple and easy reward. Shots do tend to have a little bit of curve to them, so for something far away, I'm going to aim just a little bit above it. And it will curve down if it's super far away. This actually isn't that far away. There we go.
Another target tracked down by Outrider Amber.
I'll also follow this Sealy real quick. Whoa.
Steady as stone.
So you'll notice that I rotated through my characters quite quickly. I don't want to stay on any character for too long, because my goal is to switch to a new character, use their skill, and then switch to another new character and use their skill and keep rotating through like that. Now, I do notice a chest here. Maybe I want to come back and get that later. What I can do is go to my mini-map, and I can put a little icon down for a custom pin. And I can mark that with a star or whatever I want. And that lets me know that I want to come back to that spot later. Hello! Camo Kazi, how you doing? Welcome to the stream.
You've arrived. Come closer. Can you smell that? Something must have happened in the temple. I
Great.
imagine there will be slimes, hilly churls, and whatever's giving Storm Terror extra power. Oh yes, it is going to be lively in there indeed. As bustling as it may be, no, I can't imagine it will be dangerous at all. It's a pity that the Temple of the Wolf has been disturbed by such an atrocity. Let's head in. No one makes offerings to the Four Winds anymore. Yet the old winds never vanish. We need to clear out the temples for the Four Winds.
Nice to meet you. I am Spaghetti Cat. I'm doing a new run, for a run on a new account for Genshin. I have a main account that I play, but I'm trying to give some tips and tricks videos for newer players, so if you play yourself and have any suggestions, I'd love to hear them.
Let me show you how the Knights of Favonius conquer our adversaries.
Alright, so we get a trial Kaya, and this is going to be teaching us to use the freeze reaction. Water
If I'm not
plus
mistaken, the end
cryo.
of the temple should be up there.
Wait, how do you know?
Experience. The kind of experience you get after years of dealing with things like this for others.
Alright, so we're getting the water from the fact that they're literally standing in water. That is something kind of unique about Genshin. When it's raining, enemies can stand in water, and they will get wet that way.
Traveler, unless I'm mistaken, you don't seem to have a vision. So how exactly is it that you're able to channel elemental energy?
It was a very strange occurrence.
Freeze the flamethrower. This is something that I think honestly only happens in this little mini domain, and then you'll never see it again.
Freeze!
Finally, we're here.
Seems the path ends here. Let's use the wind currents to fly up.
Ah, there's another mechanism to make it wet. if you hit that thing in the middle, it'll basically start raining in the room. So I'm gonna melt it first, then I'll make it wet. And now I'm going to...
We can use this to put out fire.
You know what, they're kind of spread out.
idea.
So I'm gonna gather them up using the tornado of the Traveler.
We should get June to give you a title and make you a knight.
Here we go. And here it wants you to freeze the water. Which is a nice feature. It applies to more than just this
Speaking of,
domain.
Did you know? Storm Terror was once one of the 4 winds. I'm not aware of the exact details. If you're
You can
interested,
freeze water in the
ask
open
the
world
acting
as well.
Grandmaster about it.
Is that the thing that Storm Terror is using to gain its power?
Seems probable. Let's deal. Bravo! What a performance. You are, to my surprise, a well-trained knight. The battles you just fought were sights to behold. I see you already have the knightly virtue of modesty. Stories of your heroic deeds to save Mondstadt from destruction shall be known throughout the City of Freedom, well into the future. Please do visit me at our headquarters when you have the time. I also know a lovely tavern.
So,
Quite rewarding.
for Amber,
We've seized another temple from Storm Terror's
you get her earlier, but for Kaya and Lisa, you get them after you do their little mini domains.
Take care of other things while I'm at it.
See you later then, bye-bye.
There's no way Hilly Churls organized an ambush like this themselves. Not with their limited mental capacity. Thus you were behind this.
Knights of Favonius, always so inefficient.
Agree to disagree, but your involvement in this just made things a whole lot more interesting.
Alright, that domain finished.
Knight of Favonius.
And we get Kaya. Kaya is really handy to have in the party. He, especially early, is really strong. I will probably go ahead and trade him out for my mannequin. Even though the mannequin's level 20,
Looking forward to
I'd rather
this.
play Kaya. I will go ahead and give Kaya a new weapon. I'm just gonna get artifacts on everyone just to have them on. Okay, I should have gotten some XP materials to use. I'm not gonna use a bunch, but I think it's worth getting him a little bit leveled, so he's kind of even. increasing the base attack, you'll see a nice difference in damage. I don't want to use all my materials right now, but I will use a little bit. That's probably good for now. So with Lisa's temple being down here, I'm going to go ahead and teleport back to this Statue of the Seven. I don't know if you recall from last stream, but when we activated it, we made this wind current go up, and that's what we need to get up here. Baited him over.
Dodge this.
Leave it all to me. Another target tracked down by Outrider Amber.
I see a couple of Animoculuses popped up on our map.
Bet you can't keep up with me.
I think I will go try and grab those briefly, since we're right nearby. This one looks like it's maybe in this tree. Ah, here we go. So, you'll see 3 of these will-o-wisps, and the Animoculus is above one of them. What it wants you to do is grab 1, 2, 3. That makes the wind current, and then you can grab it.
I'll race you there.
And that is one way to do it. However, I will give you a pro tip that I learned recently. If you grab just one, and then you use Animo power on it, you'll make the wind current no matter where you are at, so. Just a little pro tip for those. There's another over here. There you go. I'm right by this chest, so I'll go ahead and get that. Oh.
Quite the find.
Ah, water. Well,
Dodge this. Cool it.
Steady as stone. Hey, go, go!
Freeze. define.
Here is the air current that we made. I believe there's an Animoculus at the top of this. Now we can glide over to Lisa's temple. Before I go in, I see another Animoculus over here I want to grab.
Hey, cutie. You're going to help me out, too? How kind of you. Don't hesitate to come to me if you need anything. Good question. Basically, things other than that which require brawn or brains.
So, what does that leave?
I guess I could give this a go.
Alright, now we are trial Lisa.
I knew it. There is a strong elemental energy coming from deep within.
So we're going to learn about electrocharge, which
Paimon,
is
are you able to float across?
interacting with
Too
water.
much, even if she does.
Let's ride this wind current, shall we?
We'll learn about superconduct, which is when it interacts with water, or sorry, cryo, and overload when it reacts with pyro. I always like to keep an eye out for hidden chests in these kinds of domains. Gives you a little bit extra adventure XP experience for your adventure rank. Alright, our first reaction is going to be overload. Mixing electro with
Me.
pyro.
You're in for a little shock. Come a little closer. It's an electro monument. No wonder. Let me try to activate it with a bit of electro power. Stand back, sweeties.
Alright, so this wants you to
Shock.
really focus on doing AoE damage with Lisa. A lot of new players will just try and do her basic attack, but really what it's trying to get you to do is to hold the skill down, and when you release it, it'll do a big AoE attack. That also means it has a much longer cooldown, but when you just tap the skill, you'll notice that it'll put a number above them. You kind of want, if you're facing a big enemy, you're gonna want to put
Come a little closer.
a couple of taps on them first, and then you'll do more damage to them when you do the charge attack later on.
When it comes to wet enemies, I've got them covered. Oh, another wind current. Let's ride it up from here.
Nope, doesn't work. Nope, adventure rank 8. We unlocked ley lines. I'll show what those are later on.
Blitz. Chain lightning can be set off between electro-charged opponents. The electrical discharge caused by friction is only a little less shocking than love at first sight. Oh, you want to know about this gem? You're kidding. You're seriously asking? This is a vision. It's used by the Chosen to draw on elemental powers. In terms of mysticism, I suppose you could call it a magical lightning rod. What? You've never seen a vision? Just where exactly are you from? Are you a hilly churl with some level of reasonable intelligence? No, I doubt it. After all, hilly churls aren't exactly known for their smarts. And you? Break it, and we can head home and relax. The thought of putting my feet up and relaxing has me all fired up.
There we go.
Dragon of the East, Lion of the South, Wolf of the North, Falcon of the West. They are the four winds of Mondstadt, affiliated with Barbados, the god of Anemo. The Dragon of the East, Storm Terror, its real name is Dvalin. Though most in Mondstadt seem to have forgotten that in all this Storm Terror business. So now you know why Dvalin is only able to channel 3 of the four winds' power. Because it has been consuming itself from the beginning. Because of hatred, I presume.
Hatred?
Hatred for Mondstadt. Hatred drove it to become something more powerful than the wind itself. To become Storm Terror.
But why would one of the four winds hate the city it was supposed to protect?
As a child of Mondstadt, it's something that's really hard to say aloud. Here, take this. It's a very old story from more than a century ago.
Librarians love their books.
Hi, darling.
Right, well, it didn't show it because of this cutscene, but we get Lisa.
Don't worry, darling. I'll take very good care of you. So...
It's finally done. Well, all that ley flow and elemental line stuff Lisa was going on about should hopefully be back to normal. Want to go back and see how the knights are doing? But if you got anything more interesting to do, Paimon can come too. By the way, we obtained another Animalculus in one of the Four Winds temples, right?
We did? I don't remember that.
We might come across more of them in the future, so don't forget to offer them to the statues.
I don't remember getting an Animalculus in one, but if I did, I will gladly offer it to the statue. Okay, level from Adventure rank 10. So there are various ways to increase your adventure rank. There's quests, chests, adventure handbook, leyline blossoms, which we just unlocked. I am going to return to the Statue of the Seven. Offer up my Animalculi. Get some more stamina. And I believe if we talk to Catherine now, we can unlock Adventure Rank XP. Or our Adventure Handbook, rather, sorry. There was a quest to do so.
Paimon can smell fisherman's toast. The aroma is coming from Good Hunter. A thick slice of soft white toast, topped with a generous serving of onion slices lightly caramelized by the toasting. Paimon's made up her mind. It's an emergency. We must order ourselves a generous serving of fisherman's toast from Good Hunter. Pronto! It's on you, of course. It's so Good Hunter's. This might surprise you, but it's you can try cooking it yourself if can your cooking skills surprise. Why, don't you?
Okay, thanks, Paimon.
Hey, there's a lady over there waving to you. Let's go and see what she wants.
Welcome to the Adventurers Guild. Actually, I have had my eye on you for a long time.
You've had your eye on him, eh? Has she been causing some mischief?
Wait, has she?
Oh,
What?
that is not what I meant at all. Being on the lookout for great adventurers is part of my job. When I look at you, I see one with the potential to rival the great adventurers of legends.
Paimon sees it too. Paimon always feels safe adventuring with him.
Nevertheless, to the adventurer, experience is far more precious than potential. You must accumulate adventurer experience to increase your adventure rank. Time is of the essence. Allow me to brief you on...
Wait, are you saying we're like official adventurers now?
Do not worry. The Adventurers Guild does not charge a membership fee or impose any kind of duties on its members. In short, there are lots of benefits, but no drawbacks to becoming a member. Basically, the Adventurers Guild rewards you every time your adventure rank increases. Here is a new member's gift for you. You will need to return here to claim rewards in the future.
Alright, we get some basic rewards for what we already have acquired.
Without further ado, please allow me to officially welcome you, our new avid adventurer, into the guild. Here is your adventurer handbook. It is, in a way, but it has some practical uses too. It has a record of available commissions and rewards, and it is also proof of your membership. Oh, and one more thing. Sometimes you will find yourself stuck at a certain adventure rank. When this happens, you need to perform some impressive feats to gain further recognition from the guild.
Impressive feats? Sounds like hazing to me.
They are simply specific adventures that allow you to ascend to the next adventure rank on completion. Ascension adventures, if you will. But that will come later. Opportunities to win recognition will come as you gain more adventure experience. That will do for today. We will
Hey,
have
Thomas.
plenty of chances to meet again in the future. Ad Astra Abyssosk, adventurer. With effort, you shall reach the stars and conquer the abyss.
Thank you for the thumbs up. Alright, we finally unlocked our Adventurer Handbook. Now, if you're a new player, this is easily the most helpful thing to help you raise your adventure rank. And if you're trying to reach like adventure rank 16 so that you can play with your friends and unlock multiplayer, this is going to be the quick way to do so. In your Adventurer Handbook, there's many tasks you can complete. There's chapters for the Experience tab. There's also other activities that you can do for the domains. For now, focus on the Experience tab. This is going to have the easiest tasks for you to be able to increase your adventure rank. So I already completed these. I can claim them. When you're done claiming all the ones in that chapter, you gotta claim the rewards for the chapter as well. And then you can move on to the next chapter. I've already done some of these as well. Okay, so we need to cook some dishes, hunt down a Cryo Abyss Mage, and collect 3 rewards from Blossoms. You can see I'm immediately Adventure rank 9.
There's the blacksmith.
Okay, I'm going to cook those dishes real quick. I'm going to cook 4 more dishes here with Lynn. I'm going to cook eggs, and let me tell you why. These are what is going to revive your character. Eggs and steak. So, I find these to be some of the best items for when your character goes down to be able to bring you back up. There we go. We can collect that now. There's a Cryo Abyss Mage over here. Let's go kill one. Now, Cryo Shield. It's going to have a Cryo Shield up that we are going to want to take down with Pyro. So that's going to be Amber's job. After the shield is off, things get a lot easier.
Get him. Bet you can't keep up with me.
Oh, they throw.
Freeze! Cool it!
Go, go, Baron Bunny.
Windblade!
Leave it all to me.
Here we go.
What's the hurry?
Opening a chest is like unwrapping a gift.
Amazing game. Never forget when you first tried to play. Ah, yeah, Dragon Spine. You gotta be careful. It'll get you real quick. It'll kill you real quick if you don't know what to do with the mechanic there for cold chill or something like that. You're terrified of this part of the map. So, the other activity we need to do is to collect 3 rewards from Blossoms of Wealth or of Revelation. If you need to find those, you can actually go to the enemies, and it'll be listed here. Essentially the greenish blue ones are for experience books, and the yellow ones are for Mora for gold. Right now I'm not really desperate for any gold, so I want the experience books. This is located all the way over here. I don't know if I can go over there yet or not, but I'm gonna try. Oh, we did get some mail. That's a good reminder to check our mail every once in a while. Ah, and that's why. Getting to Adventure rank 10, I believe, gets you a free 10 pull. So this will let us finish off our beginner banner, since it takes 8. And we'll at least get another 4-star of some sort. It might be a character, it might be a weapon. But let's see what our next 4-star is. It is possible to get a 5-star, but I think it's pretty rare. Official! That's a pretty good pickup. Official is a great off-field Electro character. Alright, we also got some new weapons. Notice that I am equipping artifacts that are better, like a better quality, but I'm not bothering to invest love in lane any of them at this time. It's not worth the investment. Something I haven't demonstrated yet is what to do if you get low on health. So let me go ahead and do that. Oh, that didn't take fall damage. Crap. Let me try again. Eat apples? that is one method. That looks tall enough. Great. So Amber took some damage. We went over eating food yesterday. That is still an option in your bag, in your inventory. You can always eat apples, anything that heals you. But however, this is also why I keep Noelle in the party. So Noelle is our healer. And just to demonstrate properly, I'm actually going to get another character low on health. Heck, let's do them all. Let's show her off and why she's helpful to have in your team. You will eventually get another healer for free named Barbara. But in the beginning, Noelle is the one that you usually start out with. From the beginner banner, so... Oh. Perfect. So all of our team is slightly damaged. And there's some enemies down here. Now, the one caveat for Noelle is that in order for her to heal, there has to be something that she can hit. There has to be some enemies. So, this has a shield. That's okay. We'll get the shield off with Amber real quick. Maybe. It looks like his shield isn't burning. Great. So we're going to switch to Noelle. We're going to use her elemental skill for a shield And as long as the shield is up and we are attacking, you'll see the whole HP for the whole party gets healed. So use the skill, then we start attacking, and you'll notice everyone's getting healed. The shield doesn't last forever.
Someone needs assistance.
I will go ahead and wait for the shield to come back up.
I must leave no stone unturned.
And that is an easy, free way, without having to eat food, an easy, free way for you to heal. Especially if you don't feel like teleporting to a statue of the 7. I hate this pig. Die. Okay, I'm going to go get this ley line, and then it's kind of on the way to getting another statue of the 7 to keep unlocking more of the map. So I know that there's a teleport point back here as well that I'm going to snag. Now it's across some water. I probably do have enough stamina to swim. 1 second. Sorry. Cat is awake. Okay, so I probably could swim over that, but I also want to demonstrate that Kaya is capable of doing an ice bridge with his skill. So it stays up, and you can get another one, and essentially ice bridge across gaps this way. You ever see something like this? It means that there's a challenge. Usually they're pretty simple, maybe like a gliding challenge, collecting.
Fascinating.
A lot of people like to jump up for apples, but a pro tip is that if you just hit the tree, they'll fall off. You gotta hit one time per apple, but... Right, here's a ley line. I am... Hello? Oh, hi. Hold on, they wanna fight me first.
Windblade. Freeze.
Right.
Cool it.
Steady as stone.
Dodge this. Windblade. Yeah.
Leave it all to me. Time to clean up. Huh?
Okay, so here's a huge pro tip for if you're starting out. They changed this recently, actually, so that when you touch the Leyline Blossom, it shows you what options you have to claim. So initially, there's two options. There's your original resin or using Primo Gems to get 3 times the rewards. And you might think, oh, 3 times, that's great. Why waste my time? I'll just get 3 times the rewards now. However, this is a trap. You want to be using your original resin. This is the...
Whenever you need me, I'll be there.
This is what that you use to... the energy that regenerates over time. So you start out with 200. You can find it in your map in the top right corner. Right now it says 200 out of 200. And over time that will regenerate back up to 200. So what you want to do is touch the ley line, use whatever key it does to increase it to 40 resin for 2 times the rewards, and do that instead. And that is going to not only get you the rewards, but right now that also is going to get a decent amount of adventure rank, adventure XP, which we want. Oh, here's another one of our animalculi. Remember our pro tip: use Animo so you instantly get the wind current. Now you can see this is locked, and it's gonna have us fight this flying wind thing. But before I do that, I fought this before, so I'm gonna give a couple pro tips when you fight this thing. First and foremost, don't use your Traveler for the most part. His skills will do nothing to it. It is immune to Animo damage. Instead, I'm going to recommend Lisa for this. Lisa can hit it easily in the air. Now, I do have Fischl as well. She would also be an option. But because I have Lisa, I'm just going to go ahead and use her. I'm going to throw some artifacts on her so she has something on. I'm going to give her a better weapon. Gonna give her this Elemental Mastery Magic Guide. I'm also gonna level her a little bit since we just got some new XP books. I'll level her weapon a little bit. And now we're gonna fight it.
Of the Seven seems to be affected by a monster nearby.
Amber is also pretty decent for this since she can... If you're new to the game, you might not be comfortable with the game mechanics and moving while charging. Oh, and it, you see Lisa can just hit it in the air.
A little closer.
Dodge this.
You're in for a little shock. You've been a naughty boy.
Pretty easy if you know what you're doing. That enemy gets a lot of new players though. They want to just attack it with like their Traveler. Oh, sorry. They'll just want to attack it with their Traveler, but it's in the air and it's not as easy to do so.
There's still a long...
Alright, we unlocked another Statue of the Seven for more of the map. I'm right by another ley line, so I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna be wrapping up for the day pretty soon, so I want to use up the energy before I do. And actually, I know what these enemies are, so I'm gonna put Lisa back on.
Oh, you're taking me out? Come a little closer.
I must leave no stone unturned. Go, go, Barry!
You're in for a little shock. You're in for a little shock. Come a little closer. You're in for a little shock. You've been a naughty boy.
This moment will be frozen in time. Freeze!
Leave it all to me.
I'm actually going to... put the mannequin back on. I was liking what it was doing earlier.
Come a little closer.
Dodge this!
Surrender and be gentle.
Get him! No one escapes my sights!
Cool it! What's the hurry? Freeze!
Again, you'll see the fighting style I'm using is to constantly be rotating through characters so that we have the elements reacting with each other. After you do a few of the ley lines, it might switch to a new spot on the map, so... I'll do this 2 more times and then wrap up stream. Now, a lot of people might see these barrels and explode them right away, but I don't want to do that because I want to be able to use them for the fight.
I'll race you there.
This guy always likes to hide when after you explode him. Okay, here's a huge pro tip. You're gonna fight these guys, right? You're gonna fight them. And then they're just gonna get healed back up, and you're just gonna be fighting them forever. Take out the Samatrol first. Seriously. Don't stick around
You're in for a
and
little
waste your
shock.
time while they get healed. Okay?
No escape. Go, go, Baron Bunny.
Cool it. Don't get frostbite.
I'm actually gonna use my water to this water to my advantage. And get this guy over here. And just freeze him.
Freeze.
Now, I did take my healer off the team, so I'm not currently getting healed. But I think I can make it through one more. If you see this kind of a challenge, this indicates it's an archery challenge. Or a battle, sorry, it's a battle challenge. I'm sorry. This is a battle challenge. Or an archery challenge. You actually don't need to use an archer. There's other characters that if you're quick enough and they give you enough time, as long as you explode the barrels, that's all they really care about. I think you could have done that like with Kaya or something like that, or Lisa. Definitely be a lot riskier, but you'd have to get it close enough in proximity to the barrels where they could explode on you. And then you're getting like knocked back for a few seconds while you recover.
Cool it.
This Samatril puts these thorns down that are super annoying. I just try to take it out quickly.
Let's spark things up a little.
Alright, this is going to use the last of our resin for the day. But when we come back tomorrow, it'll be mostly regenerated. That got us some adventure experience as well as experience books, so there you have it. I will go ahead and teleport back to one of the statues of the 7 to heal. And I'll be full healing because if you recall yesterday, one of our pro tips was to change the statue's blessing so that you auto recover up to 100%. Since the default is 50%. Alright, that is our stream for the day. Thank you to Kamikaze and to Thomas for hanging out and chatting. And we'll be back tomorrow for day 3 when we will get some more adventure rank experience and continue a little bit with the story. Alright, have a great day. Take care.